Okay, so let's start the lesson, and the topic again is about two-dimensional shapes. Okay, okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you guys, and here we go. Okay, so I believe that in elementary school you have taught this a lot. I mean, like for example, the properties of two-dimensional shape, what is two-dimensional shapes, and then perimeter, and then area, and then a couple of things that related to story problems, right? So we're going to review a little bit, okay, a little bit about what is actually two-dimensional shapes. Okay, so here we go, I'm going to start. Previously, we have learned about angles, right? So angles are like it forms from like two lines, right? Two lines or two line segment or two rays, right? Which has the same beginning point, for example, right? So in here, this is like the next step after that. So when we're talking about geometry, right? Talking about geometry, right? Geometry, right? The first thing that we talk about was this, right? This is what we call a point, right? This is like zero-dimensional shape. This is zero-dimensional shape, right? Because it doesn't go anywhere. When you have a point, you just stay there. You can't go to the right or to the left. Oh yeah, okay, next. The next one is after we make a point, if we have 2 points, we can connect them and make a line, right? So if I have the next one is this one, is a line or a line segment, or let's say just say the line, yeah? Line is actually a one-dimensional shape because you can go that way or either that way. I mean, like you can only like go to one direction, I mean, like left or right. And the next one is we have zero-dimensional shape, we have one-dimensional shape. Now we have two-dimensional shape, and it's actually is what we call a plane. Okay, so plane here is not a plane that that can fly. No, this is a plane. In Bahasa Indonesia we call it bidang ya, bidang datar. Okay, so we're going to talk about this. Okay. Okay. So I would like you to let's review a little bit again. Review the review of the first one is I would like you to mention the shape that you have already learned in primary school. Okay, silakan mulai dari we know. Can you mention one two-dimensional shape that you know? Silakan Wino. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna start. Gimana, Wino? Bisa? Saya sebutin satu ya. Square. Oke? Ya, lanjut ya. Silakan lanjut. Next. Aduh, saya nggak pakai dua layar nih. Susah nih jadinya. Danish. What's next, Danish? Halo?
Ya, Pak.
Ya. Ya. Bangun data apa aja selain square? Ya, Danish. Kok di
Trapesium.
mute lagi? Jangan di mute dong, di unmute dong.
Trapesium, Pak.
Oke, boleh trapezium. Good. Ya, trapezoid. Oke, trapezium ya. Oke, what's next? Silahkan di unmute aja, guys. Yuk. Ya, ada yang ngechat nih. Siapa lagi nih? Oke, Raihan, thank you. Triangle. Good. Apa lagi?
Rectangle, Pak.
Ya. Oke, very good. Rectangle. Nice. Apa lagi? Oke, saya gambar nih bentuknya
Circle.
ini. Oh, circle. Oke, sip, Arkan. Thank you. Next. Nih yang kayak begini nih, apa nih namanya nih? Yang kayak gini nih. Ya, ada lagi yang begini. Ada lagi yang begini. Nah, apa tuh? Ayo, tahu namanya dulu ya, guys. You need to know the name first, okay? Square, trapezium, triangle, rectangle, circle. How about these three? Anyone? Oke, dan cek pentagon. Oke, bisa pentagonnya itu masuknya ke masuknya ke poligon ya nanti ya. Ada pentagon boleh lah, nggak apa-apa lah. Ya. Okay, I'm gonna name this one here. So actually, guys, this is we have learned actually here in when we're talking about angles, but I'm gonna repeat it anyway. Okay, so this is parallelogram. Okay, parallelogram. Yeah, parallelogram is actually a jajaran genjang. Yeah. The next one is rhombus. Rhombus is a belah ketupat in bahasa Indonesia. And then we have kite. Yeah, actually we have plenty of other shape, but we're going to talk about these. But I'm going to exclude pentagon. Yeah. Okay, that is a polygon. We don't have to learn about this now. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Adiza. Parallelogram, rhombus, kite. Yes, good. Okay, yeah. So the first thing that we need to do here, we need to understand is to know the shape itself. Yeah. So you know what is the shape first, and then you can find the area and the perimeter and so on and so on. Yeah. So when we're talking about square, we're talking the first one is square. Square. I'm gonna make this. Aduh, nih internet saya jadi jelek nih. Aduh. Okay, guys, I'm not home right now, so might not be. Okay, square is something like this, yeah. So yeah, kira-kira gini guys. So when we're talking about square, all the sides needs to be the same, yeah. All the sides needs to be the same, and it needs to have a right angle for all of the angles, yeah. So all sides are the same, and then we have all right angle. Okay, so we have four sides, yeah, of course, four sides. We have four sides, and then all the side needs to be has the same size, the same length, and all of the angle is a right angle. Okay, so that is the first one. The second one, maybe I'm gonna go to rectangle first. So because actually rectangle is pretty much like almost the same, and it's not the same, but it's yeah. So what we have a rectangle. So we have this with this one is the same, and we have this one will be the same with this one, right? So which means that we have two pairs, right? We have two pairs of same length, two pairs of side, which has the same length. And then again, the what do you call it? The angle should be a right angle, right? So all of them should be right angle. Okay, and of course we have four sides. Okay, we have talked about triangle, so we don't need to we need to talk about that because we have already learned that. We have already discussed that in angles, right? And then we have parallelogram. So parallelogram basically four side, but actually, and we also have learned that in angles, right? And where this is the angle here. So two pairs of angles, and then they are parallel. So this guy is parallel, right? And then this side and this side will be the same. Yeah, they will be a pair. And then trapezium. Okay, so trapezium is we have one pair of parallel line, and the other two is not parallel. Okay, so that's trapezium. And the next one we have rhombus. Rhombus is like this. And we have a kite approximately like this. And the last one is a circle. So I'm going to draw a circle maybe here. Something like this. Yeah. Okay. So my first question is, if I draw a something like this, okay, I'm going to say this is a square. I'm going to say this is a square. Yeah. But what if I rotate, I cannot rotate this. Ini nggak bisa di rotate ya di sini. Nggak bisa. Saya bisa di sini. Bentar, saya rotate sini aja deh. Let me open one of that. Okay. Tadi saya gambar apa? Okay, square ya. I'm gonna make a square. Where is the square? Bentar, saya lupa nih. I forgot. Square. Okay, so let's say I have a square here. So question, if I rotate this, ini bisa di rotate nggak sih? Saya lupa ya. I can rotate this. Ah, yeah, okay. Okay, if I rotate it like this, question, is this becoming a rhombus? Yes or no, guys? Kalau ini saya rotate kayak gini, ini jadi diamond nggak? Berubah nggak dia bentuknya jadi diamond? Ini cuma putar doang loh, guys. Gimana? Ali, what do you think, Ali?
Yes.
Yes. Berarti rhombus sama square sama dong? Apa bedanya dong? What do you think, guys? Akasha, maybe? Akasha hilang. Oke. Okay. Yes. Haruni, how about you, Haruni? Ini saya ulang ya. Ini kan tadi saya gambar square ya. Ini square nih, ya kan? Square. All the sides are the same and we have 90-degree angle. And then ini square-nya saya giniin gitu. Ini saya nggak ganti ukurannya ya sama sekali nggak. Maksudnya cuma di rotate doang. Pertanyaannya, ini berubah jadi rhombus nggak? Apa tetap square? Menurut kamu gimana, Rumi?
Menurut saya berubah jadi rhombus.
Berubah jadi rhombus, oke. Ya, ini dia yang harus kita bahas ya pertama ya. So guys, actually, this is not a rhombus, it's still a square. Yeah. So when you see that, yeah, Pak, kok kayak diamond ya, but it's not actually. Why? Because if we go back to the definition again of a square, if we go back here, guys. So square needs to have all this. If we're talking about rhombus, right, the angle will not be 90-degree. If it is 90-degree, it will become a square. So for example, like this, if I have a hat, if I have a pencil, and then I just rotate the pencil like this, will it be a pen? Of course not. It's still a pencil, right? I mean, it's still the same thing. Well, when we go back here again, guys, if I draw this again, this is still a square, yeah, because in here we have all of the angle is 90-degree. All of the angles is 90-degree. But if I draw another one like this, let's say, that, yeah, for example, like this, right? So the angle here is not going to be 90-degree. So this guy here and this guy here will be one pair, right? Let's say this is X and this is X, right? And the other one here and this guy will be, let's say it's Y, right? And X and Y will not be the same. Okay, so please pay attention that rhombus and square is different. The difference in here, although we know that ini kan panjangnya sama semua, yes, I know the same thing with this one, right? All of the sides are the same, but the angle are different. Yeah. So again, I need to remind you that in for a square, the angle should be 90-degree. All of the angles in here should be 90-degree. Although you see it like this, yeah, rotate like this, it's still square. But if you have the size of the angle is 90-degree and you have four sides and all of the sides have the same length, then we call it a rhombus, okay? Gitu ya. Jadi perbedaannya di situ ya guys. You need to understand the difference between these two. Ya. Karena banyak yang masih salah kaprah gitu ya antara rhombus and square itu ada bedanya. Jadi nggak sama. Walaupun apa namanya the square is being rotated. Ya. Okay, so let's go back here again. So this is the first thing that we need to review. The second one is we're going to learn specifically about perimeter and area. Yeah. So I'm going to go to the next topic, the next subtopic in two-dimensional shape, which is about perimeter. Okay. So let's say I'm going to write down perimeter. This is the new topic from two-dimensional shape that we're going to learn today. So if I draw you again, I'm going to just go something here, and then okay, so let's say I have a rectangle here, and then I have the size in here. Let's say this is 5 centimeter, and let's say this is 3 centimeter. The question is, what is the perimeter? Silakan, siapa aja yang bisa? Okay, what is the perimeter? Ya, silakan. 16. Oke, Danish, what do you get 16? Silakan Danish. Benar 16, betul? Pertanyaan dari di add. Ya, apa yang di add? Di matematika di add nggak jadi 16 loh. Apanya Danish? Semua site-nya. Oke, oke. Terima kasih ya Danish. Danish sekarang jadi sangat ini ya, sangat aktif. Mantap. Semua sisinya ditambah. Oke, kata Niki. Sip. Ya, oke. Kalian malu sekali sih berbicara. Atau diketik ya. Ya nggak apa-apa sih. Oke, terima kasih ya. Oke, thank you for the answer. So, okay, guys, so the perimeter will be 16, right? So again, maybe some of you, I mean, like forgot, where do we get that 16, right? Where do we get the 16? So basically, guys, perimeter, the definition of perimeter itself is just the distance. Please write this down, guys. The distance, yeah, distance around a shape, yeah. So this is the easy, I mean, the simple definition of perimeter. So when we're talking about perimeter, this is going to be very easy because you only need to add all of the sides, right? But the side here is the side outside, yeah, around the shape. It's not inside, but it is going to be outside. So whenever we see here, guys, we have 5, 3, and 5, 3. Actually, right, we know actually that this one is also 3 centimeter, and this one is also 5 centimeter, right? Okay, so there we go. And then we only need to add, so I'm gonna write down here, guys. So P will be equal to just, let's say I'm gonna name all the vertex. So this is like A, B, C. I'm gonna use the color maybe, yeah. Okay, so let's say this is A, B, and C, and D. So basically, when we're talking about perimeter, if we start from A, we just go around the shape until we meet A again, right? Go there, go there, go there, right? There you go. So we just add all of the side line, right? So it's 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and that will be equals to 16 centimeter. And although you have the formula when you were learning in primary school, but if you can't memorize it, it's okay, no problem, because later on, maybe if we have a quiz, I will give you the formula. Yeah, the formula will be given to you. Yeah. So again, but I'm gonna write down the formula anyway. Okay. So the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle should be like 2 times length plus width. Actually, this guy, but yeah, I'm gonna leave that later. Yeah. So this is the perimeter of a what do you call it? A rectangle. Yeah. Okay. So again, guys, so if you understand the basic concept of what perimeter is, it's going to be easy because you only need to add all of the side outside, right? So I'm going to give you one more example. What if I have a triangle this time? Can I draw a triangle here? Wait, let me see. Yeah, there's a triangle here. Okay, so just go here. Okay, so let's say this is an isosceles triangle, right? Isosceles triangle, I'm gonna put here. And then let's say this is 7 centimeter, and this is, let's say, is 10 centimeter. Okay. Now again, I would like you to, okay, so I'm gonna draw another one here. Just the height. Aduh, gambarnya nggak bagus ya. Jadi ya bisa lagi. Apalah. Ini tuh kurang bagus ya. Itu nggak bisa ngepas gitu. Ya sudahlah, saya hapus aja yang ini ya. Okay, I'm gonna drag straight line in here. Okay, for example, like this. Okay, so let's say this is okay. Now I'm not gonna use 7 this time. I'm gonna use 13. Yeah, I'm gonna use 13 centimeter, and this is 10 centimeter, and this is 12 centimeter. Okay, again, what is the perimeter of the shape? Silakan, boleh diketik aja kalau kamu pakai mic. Okay, what is the perimeter of the shape? Yeah, I need to know your understanding about perimeter first, yeah? Because basically this is not hard, it's quite easy. It's just adding all the sides, right? Adding all the sides. Okay, silakan. Boleh diketik, guys. Silakan, jadi berapa tuh? You can use the calculator, of course, if you want. Again, please get your calculator ready for every time we, okay. Akasha say 36. Does anyone have the different opinion? Akasha said it's 36. Ada yang beda nggak? Bisa jadi ada yang beda. 35. Ali said 35. Okay, good. Yeah. Dani said also 35. Okay. Kita lihat ya. Oke, ada lagi? I'm gonna wait. Silakan Raihan, Kiko, siapa lagi? Nadia, Sharon, you can join the, okay, Raihan also say 35. 35? Okay, and okay, Nadira, Elia say 36. Okay, so we have two different opinion, yeah? 35 or 36. Okay, so let's see which one is correct. Okay, so I'm gonna explain. We have the definition, right? We have the ada yang bilang 36 deh. Berubah pikiran. It's okay, guys, yeah. So I'm gonna explain it, guys, which one is going to be the correct one. It's okay to make mistake, no problem, because we're still learning, yeah. Again, the definition of perimeter itself, when we go back here, the perimeter is distance around a shape, distance around a shape. So for instance, like this, if this is a soccer field, this is a basketball field, yeah, this one is a basketball field, and then you were being told to go around, I mean, like run around the field like 2 or 3 times, for example. What do you go? Where will be the track of your running, right? You will go from here, and then you go there, you go there, and then there, and then you go there, right? So you won't be going like this. For example, I'm gonna go like this, or like this. No, right? You won't go like that because it's not around a shape, right? Around a shape. Around means like ya berkeliling gitu in Indonesia. So in here, guys, when we talking, if there is any line, yeah, if there's any line inside the shape, you don't consider that as a perimeter, yeah. So for this case, this guy over here, right, that 12 centimeter doesn't include into the perimeter because it's inside, it's not around the shape, right? So which means that if we know that this is an isosceles triangle, so which means that this is going to be also 13 centimeter, right? Because I have made this sign over here, so that will be the same. So when we want to calculate the perimeter, so the one that you only need to add is this guy here, and this guy here, and this guy over here. The 12 does not include because it is inside, yeah, it is inside the shape, ya, bukan di luar. So we can just write down 13 plus 10 and plus 13, and that will be equals to 36 cm. Gitu ya. Ya, jadi it's okay, guys. Tadi ada yang bilang 35, ya mungkin karena kalian pakainya yang 12 ya, 13 sampai 12 sampai 10, bukan yang 13, ya. Okay, so this is why I need to explain a little bit, because whenever you see, because we will have like a compound shape, like a shape, for example, like this, right? And we have like this, for example, right? Like this, for example, and then you want to calculate the perimeter. Although we have like maybe like a line in here, right? The line inside in here does not include as a perimeter because it's inside, it's not around the shape. Yeah. Okay, guys. So that is the what do you call it? The concept of perimeter. So I don't need you to write down formulas if you don't want to. I mean, if you can memorize, it's fine, no problem with that. But if you can do that, that's also fine, and that's good. But if you cannot, it's okay, as long as you understand the concept. When you don't know the formula, but you know the concept, you can just like write down the what do you call it, the process of working, and then if it is logical, then you will get the same. I will give you a full score for that. Okay. Wait up. I'm gonna stop sharing first. I'm gonna open my PowerPoint. Here's my PowerPoint. Where is it? Is this one? I'm gonna share my screen again with you guys. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I have a slide here. Here we go. Okay, so again, we're talking about perimeter of two-dimensional shape, yeah? So one of the example of like real life application of perimeter, for example, like this: when your family puts up a new fence around your house, how will they know how much fencing they need, right? So when we're talking about fence, most of the time, like generally, we put it around our house or around around the land that we have, right? For example, like this one, right? So we're going to build it from here to here into here, right? And so on and so on, right? So this is what we call perimeter again, because you only need to put outside around the shape, okay? Okay, again, for example, this one here, this is the same thing like we did before, right? So a perimeter is a figure is the distance all the way around the figure. So it's the same thing like the distance around the shape, right? So one again is just like adding all of the sides, but remember that the side that you only add is only around the shape, doesn't include inside the shape. Okay, for example, like this, here we have the first one is a square, the second one is a triangle, the C and D is like it's not a regular shape that you know, but let's just write down the perimeter. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start from yeah. Oke, ini udah semua kayaknya. Kiko, silakan. Kiko, the first one. What is the perimeter of the shape?
Which one, Pak?
The first, the A, the A.
Oh. Um,
Berapa perimeternya?
24, Pak.
Yeah, 24. What do you get to 24?
6 times 4.
Yeah, 6 times 4. Yeah. Or we can write down 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Or because we know this is the repetition of addition, or you can write down 6 times 4, right? Or 4 times 6. It's the same thing. Eh? It goes to 24.
Yes.
Don't forget to write down the unit. Thank you, Kiko. Next, I'm gonna go to Nadia. Nadia, what is the second one? What is the perimeter of the second shape? Nadia. Hello, Nadia. Are you there? Or is it not? Oke, ya ada Nadianya. Oke, saya mau ke Sharon. Sharon, silakan Sharon. Off cam. Arkan.
Yes, Pak.
Ya, ini yang kedua berapa nih perimeternya? Yang B.
21 centimeter.
Yeah, 21 ya. Because we only need to add again 4 plus 8 plus 9, that will be equal to 21 centimeter. Okay, right? Quite easy, right? So this the same thing with the next shape. This is the same thing. Although you don't know the name of the shape, but when we're talking about perimeters, you're just like adding all of the sides. So this is like P equals to this guy plus this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, right? So it's like 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 4 plus 15, and then you can just like calculate yourself using your calculator or just manually, right? Equals to millimeters. So on. The same thing with this guy. So again, you only need to add all of the sides, right? As easy as that. Inches. Okay. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go to area first because we're going to talk about that later on the next session, not this in this session. So I'm going to give you now please get your, what do you call it? get your exercise book ready. I'm gonna give you some questions, maybe 6 questions for now. And I would like you to answer the question directly on your exercise book and then submit it in Edmodo after the session finish. Yeah. Okay. Just go and take your exercise book with you now. And I'm gonna draw some shapes and I would like you to calculate the perimeter. Yeah, it's only the perimeter for today. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start. Calculate. Wait. Calculate the perimeter of each shape. Okay, number 1. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen again with you guys. Here we go. Okay, so for number 1, it's gonna be easy. I'm gonna just draw a rectangle here. And please write down the process, yeah, guys. And yeah, draw the shape if you have the shape. I mean, draw the shape, and then write down the process. Okay. So this is 7 centimeter, and this is 4 centimeter. Okay. This is a rectangle on 1. Number 2, I'm gonna draw a scalene triangle. Okay, if you can use the ruler, please use it. It's not a good triangle. Sekali ya. Oops, sorry. Okay, this one is one. I'm gonna try another shape in here. Okay, this is 10 centimeter. This is 8 centimeter. This is wait. 10, and then we have stop. Yeah, 12 centimeter. Okay, number 3. I'll give you a base width. Is 10 centimeter. This is 10 centimeter. This is let me see. Triangle ya. Ah, jangan 2 deh. Oh ya. Too small ya. Wait, I'm gonna use 2. I'm gonna use 7. This is 5. 5 centimeter. 4 centimeter. This is 3 centimeter. Okay, here we go. 4. Okay, number 4 is going to be a parallelogram. Hello. Yes, we know. Okay, this is 25 centimeter, millimeter, and this is going to be okay. Okay, please draw this first and then answer directly on your exercise book. Now ya, sekarang guys. Jadi ini langsung dikerjakan sekarang aja biar langsung masuk nilainya. Oke. Yeah, I have two more questions, yeah, guys, two more questions, but this time involves algebra. Yeah, we're going to use algebra to solve some questions, perimeter from the perimeter of a shape. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here, guys. We have four questions in here. For the calculate the perimeter, it's quite easy. Just add all the sides. And these two questions involving algebra. And I will give you around 10 minutes. If you can do it, just do it. If you still have question, you can ask me in here. I will wait until 9:40. After that, we will end the class, and I would like you to submit that into Edmodo today. Yeah, today. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, maybe I'm gonna show you a little bit. Yeah, but after that, I'm gonna erase it. I'm gonna show you a little bit on how to do number 5 and number 6. So remember that when we're talking about perimeter, it's actually just adding all of the sides, right? So so basically, if we have 3x in here, so this guy over here is also 3x, and this is 2x plus 1, so this is also 2x plus 1, right? So which means that the perimeter will be equals to adding all of the sides, this guy, right? Add it with this guy, add it with this guy, add it with this guy, right? And that because we know that the perimeter is 72, so this is going to be equals to 72. Okay, so remember in algebra, just like simplify these, right? And then solve the equation like we actually went like we did before. I mean, like you have already done this a couple of times. So I would like you to practice with the calculation. Okay, so number 5 and number 6 has the same concept in I'm going to call it like in answering the question. Yeah, I'm gonna erase that. So yeah, I'm gonna erase that for you guys. Go back to the original question, and there we go. Tadi nggak kelihatan ya? Saya ulang. So basically, tadi saya ngomong tapi masih di pause. Sorry, guys. So basically, if this is 3x, this is also 3x, yeah? And if this is 2x plus 1, this is also 2x plus 1, right? So the perimeter will be equals to 2x plus 1, which is this guy, plus 3x, which is this guy, plus 2x plus 1, which is this guy, and plus 3x, which is this guy, right? And that will be equal to 72 because we know that the perimeter is 72. And then you only need to solve this, right? Using algebra. Okay, so this is how you do it. Okay, I'm gonna erase this. I'm not gonna show you again. Just understanding the concept. So you may add some numbers in here or some expression to what do you call it, to help you to answer the question. Okay, for number 5 and number 6, I would like you to please do it like the one that I've showed you before. Okay, I'm gonna pause it again. Okay, so again, I'm gonna explain one more time. Okay, this is last time. I'm gonna explain it to you guys. So in here we have perimeter. Yeah, perimeter is adding all of the sides. We have this side, we have this side, we have this side, and we have this side. So we have 4 of the sides. So we need to add all of the 4, right? So that will be equals to this one, right? Plus this guy, plus this guy. This guy is the same with this, right? And plus this guy over here, which is the same with this one, right? And that will be equals to 7, right? Equals to 72. Okay, so you don't just add this and this, but you also need to add this and this. Gitu ya? Okay? Okay, please continue. Okay, so that is for today, guys. So we're talking just about perimeter for today. And we're going to discuss area for the next session. So if you still have your notes in elementary school, maybe it's a good time for you to just open and then review what you have learned in elementary school. Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much, and please do not please do the task, and please do not be late. I'm giving you the due date for today until 8 o'clock at night, but hopefully you can do it today. And again, if you still have any question, you can just ask me through line message. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, and I will see you again next time on next session. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you guys.
Pak.
You're welcome.